So you don't have a name for it?
Well, fuck. I mean, what could we call it? Let's take a break.
Yeah, time out.
Well, right. What's the name?
I would say
Arts
gentrification.
district.
I don't call it gentrification.
No.
Friday night. Oh, Friday night.
Well, what if it's Friday night versus Tuesday night? Oh,
Field studies.
yeah, Capitol Hill Arts District Field Studies.
Well, we're gonna do.
It's gonna have a name eventually.
We're gonna have a name. Yeah, the show's gonna have a name. There's a lot of conversation on Capitol Hill about the change of what types of people hang out in Capitol Hill, the types of people that party on Capitol Hill. And I think there's a lot of resistance about these new kind of weekend warriors that come in.
They don't even know Capitol Hill. They don't respect it. They don't belong here.
Well, I think that that's the whole thing about it. It's like everybody talks in this framework of they and us versus them. And
They started showing up about 2-3 years ago. Well, actually, they started with Quinn's, I think.
Who is we?
We are the people that belong here that own Capitol Hill because we have souls.
And they're the ones who don't belong.
They're the immigrants. We're the natives and
Yeah.
they're the interlopers.
I think that's a good way of looking at it. So
Even
yeah,
though we all moved here at one point, except for you,
If-
I grew up here.
if they are immigrants,
Right.
then the question is, are they so different than us?
Why don't we call the show Melting Pot?
All American Friday night. I think that the mass majority of people are good.
People.
Of human beings. I think that the majority of people, of human
This
beings,
is our philosophy.
are good. I think that the mass majority of people are creative. I get a little bit nervous when people start framing groups of people in these big clumps of like, these people are like this, and we are like this. And I think that that's something that I like to play with or to explore. So the idea is to give people in that Friday night primetime hours on Capitol Hill, give them an opportunity to be creative, give them an opportunity to make art, and give us an opportunity to kind of like
Interact with them.
interaction.
Actually have meaningful conversations with them. We're gonna do something that's going to foment conversation, I think.
Do what with conversation?
Foment, it's a SAT word.
Foment.
It means begin. I've actually done this before.
So why?
Where I've actually sat out and looked at this new social landscape and gone, man, who are these people? Where are they from? Why are they wearing baseball caps at night? Why are they standing in line for a block to get into that bar when this bar is empty? And what's so great about Fireball? And
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, that's a good
what I
question.
really was thinking about was, what if I could talk to all these people and actually ask them those questions and get them to kind of like think about their station in life and but you can't. It's harder to do that if you don't have a.
You look creepy if you do that.
You look
Jay.
creepy, but if you have a giant easel, and
Got
a
it.
bunch of
You guys got a
markers,
minute?
and
I
you're
wanna
like,
know
can
about
you guys
it.
make some art? And while you're making it, let's talk about who you are. I think
It sounds like a recipe for disaster, which
Well-
is kind of where we operate.